He was never someone who stood out. He always sat in the back rows of his own life, listening more than he spoke, understanding more than he was understood. From a young age, he learned that silence was easier than explaining, and that people don't really like those who talk too much about their pain. So he listened to everyone's complaints, and never complained himself. He grew up carrying this habit with him. At work, he was the employee who finished his tasks quietly, without asking for recognition, and without complaining about pressure or exhaustion. People used to say about him, "He's a good person, but he doesn't talk much." No one knew that his silence was not a choice, but fear. Fear of being interrupted, of being misunderstood, or of feeling once again that his words had no value. At home, he sat among them, only in body. He listened to their conversations, their laughter, their problems, offered advice when asked, then returned to his silence. No one ever asked him, "And you? How are you?" Years passed, and the words piled up inside him until they became too heavy to say. One night, after a long day, he sat alone. The day itself was no different from any other, but inside him everything was overflowing. He opened his phone, wrote a long message, then deleted it. He wrote again, then closed the phone. In that moment, he realized he had grown so used to being the listener that he had forgotten how to be the one who speaks. The next day, something very simple happened, yet it was different. Just one person asked him a casual question without much attention. "You look tired. Are you okay?" An ordinary question, but at an extraordinary time. He hesitated for a moment, then said for the first time, "No, I'm not okay." He didn't say everything, he didn't cry, and he didn't complain much. He said just one sentence, but it was honest. In that moment, he felt something he hadn't felt in a long time. That his voice existed, and that his words had reached someone. His life didn't change in one day, and all his problems weren't solved, but one thing did change. He was no longer afraid to speak. He learned that silence is sometimes strength, but speaking at the right time is survival. And he also learned that the one who listens to everyone deserves to be heard.